up, everybody? This is D-Rock with Unknown Hip Hop Culture, sitting here with AJP.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, man. First off, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to have you as a guest and, invite me into your house and everything
Oh
else.
no, for sure, for sure. We had to get that right. You know what I'm saying? Might as well make it personal since we doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll go ahead and start off. I always tell my guests that I appreciate taking your time out of your day. We can,
My
you
bad.
could be doing so many other things and whatnot. I
Yeah.
mean, just that's one thing I'm always appreciative is uh people willing to take time out of their day to do this with me. I
I
mean,
know for sure, and I appreciate you for reaching out. You know
uh,
what I'm saying?
y-
Not a lot of people reach out.
y-
They just expect you to reach out, and I
yeah.
appreciate
I
you for reaching
mean,
out. Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to. That's what I'm. Unknown hip hop culture is something. Actually, one of my buddies, he don't really do music anymore, but he
Mm-hmm.
at the time he was doing music, and he done a interview in Little Rock,
Mm-hmm.
and they started asking him about the music scene around because where I'm from is like an hour, a little bit over an hour away.
Where are you from?
Stillwell.
Stillwell.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
There.
yeah,
Okay. I'm hip. I'm hip.
yeah. And they started asking him about that. He said, "Well, we don't really got one." And he's like, "They, closest one's Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
For the big, for the biggest part." And it's like, he just kind of gave me that idea to, kind of try to, because there's quite a few people, that I know around there. They they do music, but they're not. They don't really receive the recognition and stuff that I feel like
No, for sure.
they deserve and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a lot of that out here. I ain't
Yeah, I
gonna lie.
mean, there's ever since I started this back in March, and seems like Tulsa's been my second home because I've been going up and up there, different artists, promoters, and everything
Yeah.
else. There's a bunch of them up in Tulsa.
Yeah, that's the same with me. What was it since I want to say August of 2022? I first got my foot in the door in Tulsa to start doing shows and whatnot, and I was going on for what it seemed like a whole year straight,
Dang.
every weekend
Yeah.
doing a show, and I was like, ooh, yeah. So Tulsa, Tulsa basically my second home too. And I feel that for sure.
All right. So, what do you? I know you're associated with 1921.
Hmm.
What's your actual title?
So I am an A&R for a 1921 music group, and I am a talent seeker basically. So I'm looking for new artists to work with, to possibly sign to the label, get on a management deal, um however that works out. Uh, and make sure they got what they need. I don't know why people are calling me, but make sure they got what they need to get to where they succeed. You know what I'm saying, in the
Yeah,
industry.
I mean, that's let's see. Since we're on that, how would if there was an artist out there that wanted to kind of get connected with y'all, how would they go about doing that?
Oh, you can connect with us on any of our social media pages. Like if you want to get just a general consensus of who to hit, you can go to the 1921 music page on Facebook, or you can hit us up individually. You can hit up the CEO at 1921 Dom, uh, or you can hit up Benji Bills on Instagram, or you can hit up me, or Trey Cam or Big Mouth. Like it's ways you can get to
Yeah,
us. You just gotta get to us. Like we not hard to find at all. So just send us a DM, or if you want to send in music, we also have an email for the A&Rs to send in music, especially when we do our live reviews.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? We got a email that you can send it into. So I mean, it's multiple ways to get in contact with us. We not hard to find at all. We out here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I messaged Dom a couple times and talked about sitting down with him and
Yeah, that's a busy
y-
man. So
yeah,
if
yeah.
you got a
It's
response, you for
yeah. I mean,
sure.
it like you said, DM. It kind of shocked me.
Hmm.
How good he messaged back and stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
in the in future I'm hopefully be able to schedule something. Sit down with him
Yeah,
and
yeah, and
yeah.
he's a real personal type person. Like he's real genuine. So if he say he gonna get with you, he gonna get with you for
Yeah.
sure.
The let's talk about the live reviews and stuff. I know, yeah. I don't know if you remember me, but every, every, whenever y'all would do it and stuff, I'd kind
Uh,
of be commenting on some of it and
yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's How often do y'all hold them?
At first, to be real with you, we didn't start doing live music reviews until I got time, and I did it once when we had our retreat, our company retreat, just to
Yeah,
just because I wanted to work while I was out there to see who making noise in their city. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So send me your music. I just wanted to hear music, and then it caught traction, and I was like, well, hey, we can just start another one. So
yeah.
I was here in this room actually, and I started it up again, and it was everybody liked it. It was went crazy for real. I ain't gonna say like too crazy, but it was
Yeah,
like just after I got done with it, we was already at 1.5K views,
man.
almost 1,000 comments, over what was it, 200 shares on it. So it was like gaining
Yeah,
traction, and I was
yeah,
like, whoa. And then we did another one at my head A&R's place, and it went crazy. So it's more likely we gonna start doing them every week because we're doing one a day.
okay.
So I don't know what time I got to go up there and see, but we're doing one a day for sure. And then it's probably gonna be a weekly thing up until our showcase on the
Yeah.
3rd of February. But and then after that, I don't know how often we gonna do it. It depends, but definitely it's gonna be weekly at least until February 3rd.
Yeah. Is there um is there any specific artist that kind of caught y'all's ears that you want to name, or you want to
Oh
keep that under?
yeah, it's a few. Like for the showcase, I can't really say who,
Okay.
but as in interest, we have a few. We have this for on our last one. We had this singer that came in. What's her name? Michelle the artist, and she sent in a song and blew us away. It was like wow, like she has a powerful voice. It definitely caught interest in her. And then we also had another artist. Who was it? Trapte. Trapte. I know him personally before I even got to 1921.
Yeah.
And I always said he was dope. And he is dope. And he showed that when he sent it in. And we got a few other ones too, but just to name two, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't want to get too deep into it. But yeah, we definitely found some interesting ones.
Yeah. I know. Whenever I was watching it and stuff, I kind of. Well, I have worked with them before. Frisco.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Frizzo, that's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
brother. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. He man. Whenever he there was a show in Tulsa back in June,
Mhm.
and me and uh me and my girlfriend was running late. We walked in on them during their set, and I didn't, they was last minute. Their name, I don't even think it was the flyer that I seen. Their name wasn't even on it. So
Mhm.
I whenever I walked in, and they uh they said that the other person couldn't make it, and that's what I was trying to figure out who that was, because whenever whenever he was on stage, and just all three, the
Yeah.
group and everything, that's pretty solid talent right there to me,
Nah, no, for sure. I mess with Frisco. I don't know if we can cuss on here, but
Oh,
I
yep,
mess
go
with
ahead,
Frisco. Oh
man.
yeah, I fuck with Frisco.
Yeah, just
Fuck with
whatever you want,
Frisco.
man. I mean,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
my dog. Him and Taz and D-Lo and all that whole little group right there. Them
yeah.
my people. Mad Matt. Yeah, all of them. HV. Shout out all y'all boys. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, them my dogs. That man. The. I mean, I'm getting mixed up on words. But that man there, Frisco, done put me in doors that I didn't even know was being spoke about. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? He's been in those rooms and he brought up my name and I got gigs just off of him.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So and vice versa. So it's always love with him for
yeah.
sure.
I'll personally say, shout out Frisco, because me, whenever I met him, at this, I think met him at the. No, I didn't even meet him at the show. I found out who they was, and like a week later, I messaged them, and then we finally got to work together, and I went down there
Hmm.
and I done an interview with them, and whenever I found out like how old they was, man, and how
Yeah.
talented they are, they
Yeah.
own their own building studio and
Hmm.
stuff, they them boys are putting in work, like they told me they stay in the studio.
Stay in the
Yeah,
studio. Oh my
that's
lord. It's like they live in there for real.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, whenever I went in there, they just their computer alone had so many different tracks.
Man.
I
Man.
mean,
Yeah, I just came from there. What was it? Last week? Not this week that just passed, but the week before that. and in there cooking up with HV and Frisco. Yeah, they stay in there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. It's like if they can move their bed and all that in there and sleep, why make they would. I promise you
Yeah,
they would. That's
yeah,
what it
they
feel like.
would.
Yeah.
Or you mentioned you as an artist too.
Mm-hmm.
What all? How many singles, or have you put out albums, or you put out
I
singles,
have
or
not put out albums. I
do
put
you
out I
more
put
aim
out an
towards like
EP.
singles or?
Singles, EP, mixtapes. I don't really
Okay.
want to do albums until I get like a full, solid fan base.
Okay.
Because I don't want to put out an album and don't see. I know you got to do it for the love of music, which I
Yeah.
love music. That's why I do music. But I don't want to put out a full body of work and not see no revenue attraction from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like a waste of my time.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the fans might like it, but if it's not like benefiting
Yeah,
me or
there has to
them,
be a fine line. I mean,
exactly.
you love the music, but you also hate the poor so
You
much.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I spend money. Like
Yeah.
if I spend money, I would like to see a return, ROI,
Yeah.
return on investment. But like if I spend a whole lot of money on music, so I would like to see. I'm not even gonna say that because it's the way I'm saying it make me sound like I'm money hungry.
Yeah,
But I mean that's just I mean
no.
it's a business. It's a
Yeah.
passion, but it's a business as well. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it wouldn't be smart to put out an album if I don't have a fan base to put it out to.
Yeah.
Just put it in the abyss and then it goes in a dark hole. I don't want to do that. Nah.
Yeah. I know a lot of artists, especially major artists nowadays, they just kind of focus on the singles,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what is that some something that do you frown upon that, or do you like to listen to, like, would you rather listen to a whole album that's more like played out like a movie?
It really depends because the single is what attracts you to the album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I don't get a single and you just drop an album, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna listen to it unless I already rock with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if there's no build up to the album, then why drop an album?
Yeah, that's
I'd
true.
rather say keep dropping singles, doing like content for that single, get enough traction on it. And nowadays, I wouldn't even say drop a video. Honestly, I say do short form content and put that out. And then when that gets traction, then ask your people if you want the video.
Okay. Yeah.
Then make a video because that way you'll know you for sure getting a certain amount of views because they already watching your short form content. They rocking with the song.
Okay.
Now they're just waiting to see how you piece it together. Now, with that being said, I love albums that lay out a whole story
Yeah.
for you. Those are classics to me. Like
Yeah.
I listen to that top to bottom, bottom to top, sideways, upside down, all day, night, weekend, month. Yeah, I'm one of those type people. Like if I really like it, I'm playing it until I get annoyed with it, and it'll probably be next year until I get annoyed with it. For real, for real, for real.
Speaking on uh classics and stuff, you got any off the top of your head? Just
Like locally or
no, just in general, locally, big, whatever. I mean,
so
what's some of your favorite ones?
as in okay, so not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna do locally, but he's not local anymore. He's a mainstream artist, which is Gang Ty June.
Yeah.
That preaching from the projects.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I still listen to front to back all day, every day. Like that. That is the most complete album I done seen come out of Oklahoma. I mean, minus Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band, of course.
Yeah.
But just coming out of Oklahoma, that is the most complete storytelling album that I've seen come out of here, and I rock with it. And I got a lot of albums from Oklahoma artists. Like I got a lot of Phil Sosa albums. I got a lot of Cuddy Forever albums. I got a lot of Frisco albums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I got a lot of albums because I listen to mostly local music anyway. I don't
Yeah.
really listen to mainstream. But with that, yeah, that's one of the most complete ones. And then mainstream wise, and I was just talking about this last night with some friends. T Grizzly's what was it? Chapter of the Trenches is literally a storytelling album. It's like lit from top to bottom. It's a story in each and every song, and most of them are continuous stories, just
Okay.
pieced up.
All right.
Into,
Yeah.
and like I like those, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's a classic because there's visuals to it, so you can listen to the song and imagine it and piece it how you want to imagine it, and then you can go watch the video and be like, oh, okay, this is basically what I imagined
Yeah.
the video would have been like. So like those like that is my classics.
Is that Is that the ones that has what is it? The robbery?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
robbery.
okay.
He
Yeah,
got
yeah. That's
robbery, Jay and Twine 1, 2,
yeah,
and 3, I think, and then he got Miss Evans 1 and 2. Oh yeah, it's a crazy
yeah.
album.
What was it? The robbery of what part 6 or whatever?
Part 6, yeah, he just
Yeah,
dropped that one.
that whenever I watched 5, I was like, man, that's. Then whenever he dropped 6, I was like, man, that's
Man,
how he brought it, like he was having a dream, and then he played it out.
man.
That's something that part is see, I'm trying to get like in the videography and
Yeah.
do music videos and stuff. That's something that I've always had an interest in, is how people can think of you know they write songs and then they put a video together to just make it, just
Just
almost like a
yeah.
movie.
Basically,
That's
that's just a creative mindset. That's all it
yeah,
is. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta have that vision of how you. A lot of people just go in the studio just to make music,
yeah,
and then you pay a videographer, and it's just like I'm gonna just do random stuff.
yeah,
But a creative go in with a purpose when he creates his song, and then he'll lay it out of how he wants the video to be, and then all you gotta do is get a like-minded videographer with you. Classic.
yeah.
Moment, yeah, that's endless. It's gonna go forever. Love those. Love those.
As a artist, who would we'll keep you, we'll go ahead and say mainstream.
Hmm.
As you as a performing artist, who in the mainstream would you want to work with?
First off,
Yeah,
like if I was to break it,
yeah. I mean,
oh, simple and foremost, and he's not even one of my favorite people. Like he is one of my favorite people, but he's not my top 3. But I ain't heard a bad feature from bro yet. Ty Dolla Sign, got to, mandatory. First, if I get signed today, and they be like, well, who you want to feature with? Ty Dolla Sign. I don't care what my budget is. Pay that man. I need that. But yeah, he'll definitely be the first. Very, very first. I don't care if he in retirement. He's gonna be the first one. I'll wait. He's gonna be the very first one.
you got any more?
Of course,
Give me your top. Give me top 5.
top 5.
Yeah,
Ooh,
top 5.
Lord Jesus. Okay. So of course, Kendrick and Cole. Those are my interchangeable 1 and 2. Ty Dolla Sign. This just for features, not my favorite. But yeah, but them 3. Cole, Kendrick, Ty Dolla Sign. I wouldn't mind doing one with Drake, but I can wait on the Drake first. T Grizzly for sure. I just think that record would go bonkers. And then it got to be an R&B person. I'm forgetting Brent Fayez. Brent Fayez. I think him or six. How you say this man's name? Six Black, Slack Black, whatever his name is.
Oh,
However you
okay,
say it.
yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking
Either
about.
him,
I
yeah,
don't know how to pronounce his name either.
yeah. That six throws me off every time. But either him or Brent Fayez would be dope, dope. That would be my top 5. Top
Oh,
5 people to work with.
all right, let's talk about the future a little bit.
Hmm.
You got any? What does since we're starting New Year
Hmm.
for you? Without I don't want you to spoil any plans, but what do you hope to see come out of 2024? Like,
For
what are your top main goals?
for me,
Yeah.
um, top main goals. Ooh, well, I got to carry some over from last year that I
All
didn't
right.
get
Yeah.
to accomplish, but I got to have a production with Rob Stovall. And if you don't know who Rob Stovall is, it's a multi-platinum producer out of OKC, and he goes by Young Stove. I gotta get a record with him. Gotta be produced, even if he's on the record. Whatever the case may be, has to be a necessity for me. And then just growing my fan base for real. I don't really have because everything that I wanted to do, I already done in 2023.
Okay.
Like going out of state to do shows, then did that. Going to South by Southwest, then did that. And about to do it 2 times over this year. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And then I mean, just giving more content out. That's really it. I don't really have too many goals until I set those, and then
Yeah.
I can place more. But those are the main 3 at that time because opportunities come left and right. So that's
Yeah.
just for my artistry though.
All right. Yeah. Kind of. Do you mind telling us about the experience by the South by Southwest? Because
Oh
I know
my
there's
god.
some artists that don't ever get to experience get to experience that kind
Listen, I fell in love with South by Southwest when I went down. If you are an artist and you don't even have the funds to perform, because it is a pretty penny.
yeah.
I mean, you can find ways to get in, but hopefully you do find ways to get in. But if you just pay the venue or the person throwing it, it's gonna be a pretty penny. But if you are an artist and you don't want to perform, at least go down to 6th Street in Austin and just mingle. Because you can make so many connections just off walking down the strip. You ain't even got to go in the club for real. You ain't even got to watch people perform. Just go down that strip and just talk to people. You'll never know who you bump into.
Man.
And that experience is so dope. It's so dope. Cause I met we seen Trey the Truth out there.
Oh.
We chopped it up with him. We seen T.I.'s son King out there. He was running around a little crazy, man. It's something wrong with that boy. Of course, we seen 1501 Certified, the people who signed Megan Thee Stallion before she left. And Erica Banks was out there with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I think it's Atlanta. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It was just a whole bunch of. We met a person from Alaska, a black dude from Alaska. I didn't know it was black people in Alaska. He even came on stage and was like, "Yeah, I'm from Alaska. I'm probably the only black dude from Alaska, but that's where I'm from, and I'm up here rapping." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just the connections you can make down there, and just the scenery. It's like Atlanta. If you ever been to Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about. It's like Atlanta, but it's in Texas. In Austin, Texas. So everybody from all walks of life is in Austin, Texas for that weekend. And it's dope. Dope. Super dope. So if you've never been, you need to go.
Oh, all right. Well, there's I always ask people, whenever what is your message that you wanna you can give an inspirational speech or whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
What's your message that to upcoming artists or whatever that or advice, something like that? What in your own words, what would you say to upcoming artists that's, trying to get in the game, or even DJs, just anybody, what advice would you have for them?
My advice to them would be do what you want to do. Don't do what nobody else wants you to do. Like if you make music that you would like to hear and play over and over and over and over and over again. Because if you make it for the masses, you gonna lose yourself within it. You know what I'm saying? If you make it for you and stay true to you, the masses are gonna come to you and pick you in a genre of people that they want to listen to because you stay true to yourself. Always stay true to yourself. Don't sway any other way. Don't try to be nobody else because there's only one you, but there's a million of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? There's a million people you can pick from who you want to imitate, but there's only one you, and that's what makes you authentic. That's what makes you extraordinary. So be yourself. What else? Never turn down an opportunity. Just find a way for it to benefit you. Cause there's a lot of stuff that'll get thrown your way, but it just don't sound good to you or benefit you in any way. It only benefits the person who's giving you the opportunity. So make sure you weave out those, but never turn it down. Just make it in a way that it benefits you, and be consistent. That's about it. That's all I can say. Yeah, I'm still working on that part. Honestly, be consistent. That's all I can say.
I mean, you truthful. I mean, can't hate on somebody telling the truth. You know
what I'm saying? I'll be beating myself up about it. I'm like, hey, you need to do this. I want to, but I just don't. And yeah, we working on it.
Another question I usually ask is where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you
as an artist or just me in general?
In general.
Okay. I see me. That's crazy because I ain't never thought about this. I usually go with the motion. But I see me in a room where I can create opportunities for other people. Like I don't have to go outside and then bring it back. I am the opportunity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I can just look. Here's this. You do with this as you will, but this is the opportunity for you. Here's for you. Boom, 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 boom. And then when people need something, they can come to me. You know what I'm saying? One-stop shop, Basically, that's why I see myself in 5 years. Whether it be artistry, because I'm an actor too. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I do acting. That's my
Oh,
real passion.
oh,
I do
okay.
music just because I like music, but
Yeah.
acting is my real passion. But so it's like I can, you can do it in the music. I can help you in acting. I can help you if you want to be a manager or an A&R because like I got all these avenues covered. If you want to do podcasts, you know what I'm saying? I can always help you with that, even though I'm not too fluent on it. I've done it, so
Yeah.
I can give you the basics,
Yeah.
and connections that I've made through it. So I can help you. That's how I want to be. That in 5 years, I just want to be that hub that everyone can come to and get what they need. You know what I'm
All right. Well, let's go to the acting thing. How'd you
saying?
how'd you get interested in doing the acting?
Oh man, I've been acting since what? I've been acting. I've been acting unwillingly since kindergarten, but willingly since 8th grade. I want to say, yeah, 8th grade, and then I just ran off with it. I caught that bug, caught that acting bug, and then when they say you catch a bug like that and it sticks with you forever, it sticks with you forever. Like I'm actually in a play right now at our local theater called Heaven Can Wait, and uh, I did before this. I did like 2 years straight of just acting. Just every show that they had, I was in. Just 2 years straight. So yeah, it's yeah. Like I got into it during 8th grade, but I fell in love with it in high school. You know what I'm saying? And so because we did like speech and debate
Yeah.
tournaments, and we had to act against other people.
Uh-huh.
That's probably where that competitive spirit comes from. But you have to act against other people and just the atmosphere of it. I love it. Yeah, it's one of my things. I love it.
All right. Well, I usually don't uh ask about really too much mainstream stuff, but
Mhm.
I'm kind of curious to see how where this would go and see how people would if people would comment about it and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Cat Williams interview?
Oh, boy, I was waiting for somebody to
Oh
ask me this.
yeah.
Ooh, I love it. Honestly, me personally, Cat Williams is one of my all-time favorite comedians. Now, with that being said, when this ain't the first time Cat Williams done went on the spree like
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
but the first time that he did it, we all thought he was crazy. Because right after he did this, he done got locked up. Well, he done got locked up a few times. But he got locked up, he got out, he got beat up by a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we was like, this man done lost his mind. But just to double down and come back with it again and you in a whole different mindset and you still on the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's basically like you remember how we thought Kanye was crazy when he went on
Yeah.
his rant.
Yeah.
And then just to see everything open up and then start showing you, well, Kanye wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad because he made people who I've been wanting to see that's been ducked off in their little shadow
Uh-huh.
come out and say something. Now I get more content from them. You know what I'm saying? And now it's gonna be a back and forth thing because Cat don't know how to shut the hell up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cat gonna speak his mind for
Yeah.
sure. So when he does that, he gonna get responses like the Ricky Smiley response, the Ice Cube response. You know what I'm saying? Cedric the Entertainer. I'll respond, and then Cat gonna respond to those responses, and they
Oh,
gonna respond,
yeah.
and it's gonna keep going like this. And I love it because that's exactly what I want to see. So shout out to that man because he know what he doing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
rock with Cat.
Yeah, I just had to ask about that because me, doing a podcast, that kind of gave me the idea to start a podcast because I'm a real YouTube head.
Yeah.
As my girlfriend, I'll sit on YouTube, watch interviews all day about different artists and stuff.
Mhm.
And man, have you seen how many views that video
I
has had?
haven't. I didn't even get to watch the full interview. I'm watching like clips. Just like 2 minutes here, 5 minutes here, like just little clips. So I didn't get the full in depth of it yet. And how many views it got? I know the clips, just the clips alone got over 1 million.
Ooh.
Oh, it's running up.
2 days, 22 million
Oh
views.
my lord. Oh yeah, he pissing people off. I
Oh
love it.
yeah.
Love it. Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I imagine that was I checked. Well, I've been watching little bits of the whole interview. Like I'll be on break at work and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just 40 minutes in to the interview,
Hmm.
and That was this morning, 22 million, and just yesterday it was sitting at 19 million.
Jeez.
Yesterday, about 8 o'clock in the
Jeez.
evening, yeah, it was sitting about 19 million.
So how long is the interview? Like an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Oh, it's 2 hours.
It's 2 hours for
It's two
sure. Oh
hours.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot of meaty stuff in there. Yeah, yeah, I gotta go watch that for
yeah.
sure, for sure.
I mean, it's pretty interesting about some of the stuff he says. I mean, he's then when- because Shannon Sharp kind of, you can tell it's some of the people that Shannon Sharp.
It's cool with. I
Yeah, yeah,
know,
and
I know.
he's kind of trying to dance around it, but then
Cat Williams won't let you.
yeah, he won't let you, and
No,
then whenever you think he's crazy, he starts stating other facts that kind of
kind of helps his cause.
yeah,
Kind of helps
then
his point. Facts,
yeah,
facts.
that's crazy because like I said, that's 22 million views in 2 days, maybe 2.5 days now.
Yeah, like when what he was talking about with Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, it's like, I like Kevin Hart. I
yeah,
rock with Kevin Hart. I
yeah.
love all his movies. But you look at it and it's like it don't sound right what Cat talking about. And then he start pulling when he's like you said, pulling up them
Yeah,
receipts.
yeah.
When he start pulling them receipts, and now you looking like, all right, this is hold on,
It's
wait.
starting to fall
Wait a
into
minute.
place.
You know what I'm
Then
saying? Exactly.
yeah,
Like, whoa, whoa. That man know something. So why we ain't hear about this? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Until then. And now, man, and the dress thing.
That
I
that that was one thing that caught my eye, and then I started paying attention. I was like, man,
and
he's on to something.
that's been going on. I heard that way before. I think Dave Chappelle said it when they deemed him crazy.
Yeah,
Back then when he was getting off the Chappelle show. And they deemed him crazy. He was like, when they want you or want to break you down, they gonna put you in a dress. And if you say no, they gonna deem you crazy. And if you say yeah, they gonna,
further your career and everything.
exactly.
Yeah,
Just because now they got control of you. Now they can demasculate you.
yeah,
I think I said that word right. But yeah, and then I seen, of course, Ricky Smiley. I seen Kevin Hart getting addressed. That was the last, right when that interview happened, or when that thing happened with
yeah.
Dave Chappelle, and he said about the dress. I was like, the only, one of my favorite comedians ain't wore a dress yet, and I'm happy. And that was Kevin Hart. And then he did an SNL skit where he's wearing a dress, and I was like, well, damn, ain't got my ball. Ain't got my dog. But yeah, Kevin Hart, Ricky Smiley, Jamie Foxx, Brandon T. Jackson, Martin Lawrence, Tyler Perry,
Yeah.
the greatest dress wearer of men that
Yeah.
I ever saw with Medea. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just it pieces it all together. And it's like that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Yeah, that's whenever. Actually, I seen it, and I was on my Facebook. I seen it. I was like, man, I try not to, feed into it. Then curiosity got the best of me. I started
about to
watching.
say,
I
you
was like,
kinda had
oh,
to.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's because whenever I seen it, it was at like 1 million views, and
Mhm.
then I let it, I would let it go on for about 3 4 hours. Later I was scrolling through Facebook, and then I went back to YouTube, and it jumped up to like 7 million. I was like, man,
Mhm.
there's something in this interview. Then by the time I got to watch it, it was at like 17 million. I started
Mhm.
watching. I was like, oh, this is the reason why there's
Yeah, social media is a crazy thing.
yeah.
Social media, that internet boy is a bad mamma jamma, no cap.
uh, let's see. Let's go back to well, yeah. Let me ask you about the acting.
Mm-hmm.
What What do you want to see come from that? Do you want to be in like major movies, or
Of
do you?
course, of course. I'm more of a, how do I say this? Like I said, I go with the flow.
Yeah,
So wherever it take me, and I'm gonna just ride the wave.
yeah,
But I definitely want to see. I definitely see myself being in major movies, even if it's an extra. Like I say, if I do everything right, I say in like 10 years, I hope to be like the leading role in a major blockbuster film.
yeah,
But I mean, I know it takes steps. I know you got to go through certain avenues to get there. So all I got to do is take those steps. But yeah, for sure, I definitely see what's the real money maker is commercials. And a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, so like you can be in mainstream movies. Cool. You can be a blockbuster movie. Cool. But most of them, unless you stated in your contract, most of them is just you get paid out to be here. Shut up. You get paid out to be here to do this movie for 4, 5, 6 months. And then whatever comes from this movie, recoup. You don't really get paid off of it unless it's in your contract.
Oh.
And so like you'll get a lump sum here, like what was it? In TV shows. TV shows and commercials. But you'll get paid out, like some people get like 5 million a movie, 10 million. Some of them don't even get that much. Some of them get way more.
Yeah.
But that's just for that movie. So after they get done with that movie, they gotta go find a job elsewhere.
Yeah.
You feel me? They gotta go find another team. With commercials, you can literally shoot a commercial. What it take? What, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month to shoot the commercial, depending on the levels to it. That commercial shows every hour on the hour, maybe 7 times in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a commercial. Like the Progressive Girl, Flo. Oh my gosh, she getting to a bag just because it's a commercial. She's the face of the commercial, and it just runs like this nonstop.
I never thought about. I never thought about it like that.
Man, you make so much money off of commercials. Like with the TV shows, Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld was making $1 million an episode. An episode,
man.
Just like, and that's not even. I don't know if he had it in his contract, but that's not even like the residuals. Like whatever. What's that called? What's it called? It's when the money comes to you, royalties.
Oh,
not even
royalties.
Off the royalties of him being on there. You know what I'm saying? Just to get paid $1 million per episode, and it was like what 7, 8 seasons.
Yeah.
10 episodes in between.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my lord. That's my lord. Yeah, he got to it. Got to it real good. But yeah, just off that lets me know, all right, movies ain't the end all say all.
Yeah.
Unless you're just doing movies like Kevin Hart was doing consistently back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
But like if you want to be consistent and stay in here, commercials and TV shows is definitely where it's at. As long as your TV shows keep getting like Family Guy. Oh my God, they making so much money. Family Guy, The Simpsons.
Oh man, The Simpsons.
Making so much money.
Man.
I seen an interview with Mila Kunis, and she was like, it got to a point where we don't even meet up no more. We'll all go in at different times on a Thursday and go record, and then we don't touch it. Like it's just we just put it out there. That's how comfortable they done got. Because she's like at first. Like, Seth MacFarlane don't even come in there no more. He just come in, do his stuff, and then he'll go home and don't talk to nobody. Like, it was at first, he was in there every day. Every time somebody come in there, he's in there every day. Everybody.
And they're interacting with everybody.
Yeah, now they on what? I don't know how many seasons. They on 16 or something like that.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he don't even come in there no more. He'll come in and do his thing. I don't even think he does the voices no more. I think that's what she said. He don't even do the voices no more. But they'll come in, do their voices, and then go on about their day.
Man,
you know what? For 30 minutes of work in one day, and I get paid a bag. Like, oh, come on now, come on now.
All right. Well, before we shut this interview down, is there any shout outs? Anything you wanna? Just I'll give you this time. Just say whatever you want to say. Shout outs. Just whatever you want to say.
Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out to first and foremost, shout out to 1921 for even giving me the chance to be in A&R. You know what I'm saying? Let me broaden my horizon in this music industry.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. Shout out to Dime. Shout out to Benji. Shout out to Trey Cam. Shout out to Jess. Shout out to Nessa. You know the whole 1921 Cam. Shout out to my family, of course. For supporting me this long. Shout out to my fans and the people who helped me.
Oh yeah.
Get to the point that I'm at. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Frisco. Shout out to D-Lo. Shout out to Taz. Shout out to you.
All right.
For having me on the podcast. Shout out my dog Meezy. Shout out. It's a lot of shout outs. Good Lord. But it's a lot of y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. Butter, the dispensary in OKC. Shout out to y'all because y'all the first ones who invested in us. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Free My Dog Smoke Dollars. Let's start there. What if my BJ man say? Let's start there. Do your research on Smoke Dollars. it hit different. But nah, Free My Dog Smoke Dollars. He coming home soon. When he touched down, I got to elaborate this because I can't do interviews without bringing my dog up. When he get out, you gonna have to tap in with him because he's going to blow fast,
All right, yeah.
fast, and I stamp that. But yeah, that's I'm pretty sure I'm missing people, but that's what it is.
Yeah, like you said, they know who you are. If
Yeah, you know who you
they
are.
really
Come on
mess
now,
with you and everything. But
facts.
yeah, I'm like I said before, I go ahead and thank you for allowing me in your house
Nah,
and
for sure.
everything. Your time and just to sit here and talk about things. Look,
Yeah,
I had
casual conversation.
yeah, there the first like 10-15 minutes I had in my head, and then after that I was like, man, I just threw the Cat Williams thing in there. Just
Look,
getting
that's all it is. It's just casual conversation.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
it's,
yeah,
as long as it's genuine and it's organic. I mean, it's gonna be a dope episode, just
yeah,
like it is now. You know what I'm saying? Just having a casual conversation. This is
yeah,
something we can have, like just as couch talk. Couch talk.
yeah,
That's all it is.
yeah,
Ain't nothing more, nothing less. That's
yeah.
all it is.
And you mentioned you're associated with 1921. Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, in the future I can be able to sit down with more of y'all,
No,
and
for sure.
hopefully we can stay in contact. Help me get in contact.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that bug in their ear.
All
Yeah,
right, yeah,
I'm gonna help you out for sure.
because I'm trying to expand. Been messing with Tulsa and stuff. I've been trying to get over into Arkansas a little bit. Trying to
Arkansas has a dope scenery. Not
yeah,
gonna lie. Yeah.
yeah. I wanted to at the start of this, it was kind of I was wanting to keep it in kind of Oklahoma, but then whenever I found out that the Fayetteville and other surrounding, even Texas and everything,
Mm-hmm.
how much talent there was, but it's just like mainstream. That's all you see is like mainstream taking over. Just
No, for sure.
since it's like they got the money to put the advertisements out and everything. Then you find out all these other dope artists and stuff that's local around the
Mm-hmm.
cities and stuff. That's something that I want to sit down and talk with people about. I was talking with my boss last night. That's personally one of my goals for 2024 is to sit down with somebody that has I guess you'd say like more has the power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wanting to be one of the ones that learn that way I can put a blueprint, take a little bit of from this
That part.
person,
Formulate the part. Mm-hmm.
help elevate what I'm trying to do
As you
because
should. That's what the blueprint is for.
yeah, because I'm like I was saying earlier, I'm wanting to make this a brand and then eventually, hopefully build it into something big,
Mm-hmm.
where I can hopefully be in the position to hire multiple people,
No, for
help
sure.
because
Missed the opportunity. Like
yeah,
I
I
said
mean,
before.
and one of the things is I want reason I want to get a little bit bigger is because I'm I've always been one to kind of start wanting to help like feed the homeless.
Yeah.
Take like the children hospital and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The real sick kids and stuff. My take them like their favorite stuffed animal or
No, that's
character.
dope for sure.
Stuff like that. I want to be in the position that helps the community and stuff. Help them realize that there's people that care and stuff because there's crazy stuff going on in the world, man.
Man, no lie. No lie.
I mean there's all kinds of different how you might as well say like
Mm-hmm.
evil things going on in the world.
Preach, brother.
Yeah, I mean I'm just trying to make the community around even if it's not where I'm from, Tulsa, Muskogee, just
No, for
Oklahoma
sure.
City, just because there's a whole lot of hate and everything going around that I believe shouldn't. And then there's people that's down that believe they're in a lot of things alone. Like the homeless people and
No,
stuff.
for
That's
sure.
that's one of the major things that I want to do is go around feeding the homeless and because the I know there's some of them that well a lot of them really that feel like nobody cares about them just because
Mm-hmm.
they're homeless. I mean, I, like I don't know their situation and everything, but at least give them
Give them hope.
yeah, give them hope and brighten their day a little bit, man. I
No
mean,
facts.
just little stuff like
And
that.
there's a lot. It's just like I said, back to the networking thing. There's a lot of businesses that you wouldn't think that would give you money for things. Like you just go in there and have a talk with somebody like the manager
Hmm.
and be like, "Hey, I want to work with y'all to feed the homeless or to do something for the homeless," and they'll give you so much money or be so big of a participant, you wouldn't even realize that they would do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just basically getting the contact information and setting up how you want to
Oh yeah.
approach them. But yeah, it's a lot of business. Like dispensaries is probably the easiest.
Yeah.
'Cause all you got to do is go up to them. Look, I don't know if you smoking. I don't. That's why I ain't did it because I can't get into the dispensaries. But like you bump shoulders with somebody from that dispensary and be like, "Hey, I was thinking of this idea. If you want to take it back to your manager, the manager gonna take it back to the owner and whatever." And work it out that way.
Yeah.
But they the easiest because I mean they're just a startup business too, and they want to get their name out there.
Yeah.
So what better way to do that than to get recognition about feeding the homeless?
Yeah.
I'm like it's a good cause, and you getting exposure for it. So
Yeah.
it's like I mean I hate when people say you shouldn't be recording a good deed. And it's like, well, I mean I do the good deed off camera too, so why not
Yeah.
record
I
it?
mean, just and you know, that's one thing I don't get is like people. I know what we said we was gonna end it, but we
I
started.
mean, hey,
Yeah,
look,
I
told you
mean,
casual conversation.
yeah, that's one thing I don't get is people saying you shouldn't record a good deed. I mean,
I think
what's
that's
what's
stupid.
the what's the bad in that? I mean, like
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, you just really to me, I've seen so many people say I seen this video of doing these people giving to the homeless. Then next thing you know, I've seen some people a couple months later, helping elderly people move and stuff just from the where'd you get that idea? Well, I
From
seen
them.
from them.
Exactly.
It's like the what they call it, like pay it forward. Like
Mhm.
you might see somebody homeless or somebody short on change at Walmart or something. You help them. I
Mhm.
mean, who knows? Somebody seeing you behind it, they might help the next person.
That's
Just
just what they call it karma, but it's like a certain kind of karma. I want to say it's flowing karma, but I
yeah,
don't want to say that because it might be wrong. The spiritualists out there, please don't hurt me. But like I just that's just good deeds flowing off into other people. Like like I done did it a few times, more than a few times, but I didn't help somebody or gave money to the homeless, bought somebody some food, or paid for somebody food. Like I'm on the
yeah,
drive through line and I got it.
yeah.
Like, what's the next person's cost? You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not that much. Because if it's too damn much, not gonna lie to you, you on your own, Bucko. But if it's not inconvenient and it's like one or two people in the car, yeah, pay for their meal, and then they be like, oh, he paid for my meal. Well, let me pay for the person behind me, and
Yeah,
then now nobody has to pay for their food for real.
yeah,
Or like back to the recording thing, recording good deeds. I know a lot of people have malicious intent when they do that,
yeah,
but you can't put that on everybody.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all looking at it from the perspective of the recorder that, oh, you just doing this just to get views
yeah,
up and
yeah,
to get paid off of it. But you're not looking at it from the homeless person's perspective.
yeah,
Perspective. Yeah, they're on camera, but they think it as, oh, I'm about to go on YouTube. That's exposure. So more people are more keen to come down and help me because they see me from this YouTube channel.
yeah,
And while he's recording me, I'm getting stuff from this.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's helping me, even if y'all don't like it or not. He's still helping me in some sort of way. Now, when the
yeah.
cameras go off and they take it back, then that I don't know nothing about that. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a double edged sword. You can do
Yeah,
that, but I mean, it is what it is. Good deed is a good deed, but
yeah.
a lot of people ain't gonna like good deeds being recorded. It is what it is. You expect me to save you fly a plane from crashing and not record it? What the hell, man? Shut up, talking to me for real.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and end this. Sitting here with AJP. Like I said again, thank you for your time and thank you for the conversation and everything. But all right, everybody, we getting out of here.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.